Welcome back. Thanks for watching Good Morning Connecticut. Well, go get a pen and paper right now because we are giving you some great financial tips for 2017 this morning. We are talking about saving you money and explaining what we can do all year long. Is President of Heritage Capital, Paul Schatz. Thank you so much for being here, Paul.
Good to see you again.
Oh my goodness, this is great free financial advice. So everybody listen up. So first of all, you say revisit personal risk tolerance. What does that mean?
Simply put, when anybody invests, you have to have an idea of how much risk you're willing to take. And risk comes in one kind of huge form. That is, what's your downside? How much before you just cannot stomach it anymore? I call it, what's your devastating loss? So as the year begins and the year has started really nicely in the markets, take some time, take 10 minutes, an hour, figure out what that devastating loss is for you personally, and make sure your portfolio can tolerate it.
All right, I figure it should be a little bit more than what you would bring to the casino and a little bit less than you know, what you're comfortable with.
When I go to the casino, I figure I'm losing it all anyway.
Right, exactly. What about sell winners? What is, I mean,
so last
that's
year,
kind of self-explanatory. But
I mean, after Trump won and the GOP owned Congress, we had a pretty good idea that 2017 was going to bring us lower taxes pretty much across the board. So my advice last year was don't sell your winners. Hold them till 17 because the likelihood is you're going to pay lower taxes on those winners. So now we're in 2017. We probably see a tax cut the second half of the year. If you have winners, and I'm not saying you should just sell your winners randomly, but if you had winners you wanted to sell in 2016, it's okay to sell them in 17. Worst case, same taxes last year. Best case, lower taxes. The tax cut will be retroactive to January 1st.
Now, the next tip was to rebalance your 401k. Now, should everybody do this?
This is really important. Most people kind of use the Ron Go Ron infomercial, set it and forget it, their 401k. At least once a year. I tell my clients 4 times a year, but at a minimum once a year, if you have a 401k and you've got, let's say, 50% in stocks and 50% in bonds, each and every year, the values will fluctuate. So by the end of the year, that 50-50 may be 60-40, 70-30, and so on. Once a year at least, set that allocation back to whatever works for you, 50-50, 60-40, 70-30. Don't just set it and forget it because as time goes on, that allocation will get way out of whack.
And it doesn't matter what age you are, you should do this every year, you think?
It does not matter what age you are. You should do it at a minimum every year.
Update your beneficiaries.
401ks, IRAs, annuities, insurance policies, they all have beneficiary spots where the person you want to get your funds when you pass on. Over time, those people come and go in your life. Your son may have married a woman that you're not fond of, or your daughter may have married a man that you're not fond of, or you may have left it to a husband you're no longer married to. At least once a year, check who your beneficiaries are. Make sure they're people you actually want to receive your money when you pass on.
All right. Also, let's talk about debt because I feel like a lot of people deal with this. You say consolidate it and have a plan to pay it down. I take it they kind of go hand in hand.
Those are two real... Before you ever save money for a rainy day or your retirement, if you have really high credit card debt and you're only paying the minimum payment, I mean, that's like putting a noose around your neck. You will not survive. You won't pay it off for decades and decades. One, if you have really high credit card debt and you can't afford to pay it down, there's so many credit card companies are dying for your business right now. Consolidate it onto those one-time, 1-year, 0% interest rates with perhaps a free transfer. Get as much debt as you can with the lowest interest rate, and you can't wish debt away. You absolutely have. If you're paying off $5 a week, pay off $6 a week. You've got to make it incremental, but you got to get rid of really high interest rate credit card debt.
I think that is the biggest thing is just admitting that you have it and having the mindset to tackle it.
There's so many people say, you know what, let me just pay the minimum off. I'll get to it another time. But by the time that other time comes, it's too late and you're kind of swimming in a sea of debt.
Right. Well, thank you so much, Paul Schatz. Great advice.
Thanks for having me.
We're going to link all of your great ideas. I know they're on your website, to our website. Just head to WTNH.com. Just click on the On Air tab and pull it down to the Good Morning Connecticut Weekend section. 7:45 now on your Sunday morning. And Kevin, let's Let's talk about how this is going to be a nice chilly day.
Yeah, very cold. A nice day to spend inside, have a nice crock pot dinner, some soup. You can see blue skies right now in New London. Looking gorgeous outside, but can you see the flag down to the bottom of the screen? Pretty gusty outside, and that's what's making it feel much colder. Looks are certainly deceiving in this shot because it's looking nice outside, but when you head out, it is certainly on the colder side. Check out these temperatures.